Hello everybody! You're here with Keisha and we are in the kitchen and we are gonna make some awesome vegan mac and cheese. I can't wait, I'm super excited. Now, just to let everybody know, this actually is my first time doing it this particular way, making vegan mac and cheese. So I'm really excited because we're all gonna do this together. Why not? Let's venture out, let's do something new and different, all right? So we are all going to really cook together. I'm just gonna get this set up here properly so everybody can kind of see better. How's that? I think that's better. Alrighty. So we are really gonna do this all off by scratch and we're gonna do it together. So I'm really excited, I'm really happy, okay? So let's get this going. I hope everybody has their pots going. So if not, get your pots ready, okay? So you wanna do a small pot, a smaller like little medium pot, and you're gonna add 2 to 3 cups of water in that. Then I want you to also have a big pot, okay, where you're gonna boil some water, and that's gonna be for our noodles, okay? And in that, you wanna do anywhere between 4 to 5 cups of water, okay? So let's get that started. Let's get our ingredients. That's the most important. So I hope everybody has their ingredients ready. If not, it's okay. We're gonna do this all together, okay? So don't worry about it. I'm super excited, actually. So before we begin as well, I actually want to give a huge shout out to one of my aunts. I love her to death. Her name is Auntie Shelly. And the reason why is because I got my new knife set from hers. I know, it's the little things in life. You know what? It's the little things in life that we should appreciate more, okay? Yeah, of course. I can definitely show you the size of your pots. What up, Zach? So we have here, this is about the medium size of the pot, okay? So if you can see, that's already, I have that boiled. It's already boiled, actually. And then we have the bigger size of the pot, okay? So, and that's still kind of going. Alrighty? So, excellent. So let's continue here. All right, so let's get that going. Can everybody see me? Yeah, alrighty. Okay, beautiful. So already what we have, we're waiting for the big pot to start boiling. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna work a little bit backwards. Since that water is not boiled and we have our smaller pot of water that is boiled, we're gonna start with that, okay? So we're gonna actually start with making our sauce. So how are we gonna do this? So we brought our 2 to 3 cups of water to a boil. Now, I hope everybody has their potatoes ready to go. So what you're gonna do is you wanna make sure that you've peeled and you've diced them, your potatoes. I love to use yellow potatoes or even the russets. You can either leave on the skin, that's up to you if you want extra fiber. I kind of don't really want extra fiber in my mac and cheese, but I mean, that's up to you, right? Whatever works, whatever floats your boat, man. All right, so what we did is we've just kind of diced them. The smaller the better, and the reason why I say that is because it's actually going to boil a lot faster, okay? So we're just gonna get that. I'm actually gonna cut up some more here. Cut them a little smaller. And you're looking at, what you want is you want anywhere between basically a cup, okay? So 1 cup of diced potatoes. So you're looking at anywhere between, actually I should show you the size. So basically these kind of potatoes. So if it's this small, you may need approximately about 3. So I used 2 of these. Actually, the size was a little bit bigger and I've used 2, okay? So 2 or 3, that will work. You can also substitute, don't be afraid of substituting white potatoes for sweet potatoes as well. And so what's gonna, the difference with that, it's actually gonna be a little bit more orange because we have the orange from our parents, but you'll notice that's gonna be a little bit more orange and it will be a little bit sweeter, okay? So keep that in mind. And again, sweet potato, great if you are looking for a substitute complex carb. If maybe, you know, you are, I hate to use the word suffering, but let's say if you do have any diabetes or any other blood sugar conditions, anything like that, so you may want to keep that in mind as well, okay? You can always substitute the white potatoes for the sweet potato. Okay, all right, let's get this going. So we have our potatoes, we have that chopped, peeled, ready to go, diced. Then we're gonna do our carrots as well. So you want to make sure that you peel the carrot, and then we're gonna make it chopped or diced, whichever. It's all gonna go in the pot the same way, and we're all gonna blend everything together anyways, okay? So let's get that going. And you're looking at a 1/4 cup, okay, of carrots. So we've already measured that out. We've taken that out, and that's what you want it to kind of look like, okay? You can keep them in rounds, or you can even cut them down a little bit smaller, okay? Then we're gonna do our onion. Now again, if you're not an onion fan, it's okay, leave it out, but the flavor is going to be absolutely beautiful with the onion, okay? So if you don't like onions, substitute, use garlic if that works for you, okay? So we're gonna chop our onion here. Let's get that going. Whew! Makes you cry sometimes. Actually, one of the biggest tricks that I've learned, and you'll hear it all the time, you know, when you're cutting an onion. Oh, when you're cutting an onion, you know, you should keep a candle, burn a candle beside you, right? Because then all that, the tear jerkers, it's not going to start. It's actually going to help so you don't start crying. That doesn't work for me. So actually what I do is I run it under very, very cold water. I found that that has worked. To each their own, you know what I mean? Everybody's different, but that's something that's worked for me. Okay, so we are going to do 1/3 cup of chopped onions. So I mean, it's not a lot, okay? Again, this is just for the flavors, you know, just to make it taste nice. I'm super excited with this. So chop, chop, chop. And we're doing like rough chops, rough dices here, because they're all gonna go into the pot. So we have the 1/3 cup, and of course we're gonna measure today, just because it is the first time that I as well am doing this in this way. I am gonna do some slight measuring as well, okay? Woo! All right. So you get our 1/3. Excellente. So now we're gonna place our potatoes, our carrots, and the onion in the boiling water, okay? And we're gonna cook them. Woo! Now my eyes are starting to tear up. We're gonna cook them for about 10 minutes, or basically till it's tender, okay? Because what we're gonna do is we are going to blend this. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay. Also, I want to add, let's do a little something different, okay? Let's add a little bit of oomph, a little bit of love into this. Let's add some garlic. I love garlic. I don't know about the rest of you. And we're going to do fresh garlic. You can also use, if you would like, garlic powder. If you are going to use garlic powder, we're going to add that in later, okay, when it's in the blender. So if you are using raw garlic, we're going to add it into the pot now. If not, like I said, the garlic powder we'll add in later, okay? And we're going to use just a very, very small clove, like not even the whole actual clove. We're using even less than half of that, okay? Again, we can always add more, right, if need be. So let's get that going. All right. And we are going to add that into our pot. There you go. Cover the pot and let it simmer, simmer, simmer. Simmer. Okay. So, sorry, I find that really funny. We're just going to clean up here, add this in here. Okay. So in the meantime, let's check our large pot because the water should be boiled by now. And so for the large pot, we are going to add in our dry noodles. Now, it's up to you what you would like to use, the type of pasta. I understand that a lot of people, they're not very fond of, you know, let's say the brown rice pastas and the spelt pastas and all that. That is a-okay, okay? One of the things that I want to mention is don't be afraid to also mix your pastas together, okay? If it is with the brown rice, with the white rice pasta and all of that, that's okay. Another thing to keep in mind is when you are cooking pasta, right? And I know you probably hear this or read it in the directions. We always talk about cooking it al dente. So what does that mean? It means where it has a little bit more of a bite to it, right? So when you bite, it's not very soft, but you'll notice that it has a slight kind of, not even a crunch, but again, it has that kind of pull back, that little bite to it, okay? And the reason why it's great to cook pasta al dente, after you put on the sauce, then it will kind of all infuse together. But also on a nutritional standpoint, al dente pasta is better because then you're not actually submersing a lot of the sugars. Okay, so that's very, very important to keep in mind when it comes to cooking pasta. So I love to mix my pastas, especially depending on who may be eating it. For kids, right, it's all about, it may be about the taste, but maybe about the texture, even for adults, right? So again, brown rice pasta, spelt pasta, it's okay if you are not a huge fan. But what I always like to say, let's try, right? Let's try something different. Let's try something new. Change is not a bad thing, okay? And try to mix them and see what happens, right? Especially with kids, you never know, right? Sometimes they won't be able to tell, sometimes they can. Okay, so I like to mix mine. So today, I'm actually going to use just the basic, I'm actually using white pasta today. Okay, so we're gonna get that going. And the reason why I wanna see textures as well. Okay, so let's get that going. So I've already measured out, we're doing 2 cups, okay, of the pasta, and we're gonna put it into the pot here. So I want everybody to see this. Okay, so we got the water boiling. Ooh, it's hot. Here we go. And we're putting in our 2 cups. Beautiful. Something to keep in mind as well, when boiling any kind of a pasta, okay? And let's keep our eye on that. So we're gonna, again, sorry, we're gonna cook that for about, you're looking anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes, okay? And again, follow the instructions because every pasta may be different. Whoops, sorry. So just follow the instructions on the actual back of the package, okay? Sorry, so what I was saying is, when we're cooking pasta, some of the things as well, you'll see people, they'll put oil or they'll put salt, right, in the water. Now, all the salt does, we want to keep in mind, yes, salt, sometimes I like to use it, sometimes I don't, and the reason why is because with salt, it would actually raise the boiling temperature. So anytime if you do have a pot of water, and if you add salt, you'll notice that it will actually boil a lot faster, right? Also, the actual pasta will retain all that salt, so then you don't need to use any salt later. So, I mean, it's up to you. I like to usually add salt, and that's kind of near the end. So, again, you're not intaking so much salt. So then it's like salt and pasta, then you have to salt the sauce, and then maybe add more salt at the end, right? So, again, it's whatever floats your boat, whatever works with you. If you are, if you're prone to that, using, your salt and using your oil in the water, your olive oil, by all means, go ahead, go for it, okay? I grew up that way too, and I just kind of, out of it as I understood more as to the reasons as to why, okay? All right, so we have our pots going. So we're just gonna stir that a little and see what's going on. Okay, I should get my pail thing. Okay, so we want to make this al dente. So again, with a slight bite. That's what we're looking for, okay, when we speak about al dente. All right, so we're going to leave that alone. That to the side. And let's check on our pot with the potatoes, the carrots, the onion, and the little bit of garlic, okay? So we're going to take that out. It smells so great in here. Oh my goodness. I want everybody to see this and to smell it. So that's all bubbling up. Okay. Let's check it. So it still has a ways to go. Yeah. Still kind of hard. So that's okay. We're going to wait till it kind of softens. Okay. And now, depending on whatever blender you have, I would love for everybody to take out their blenders now. and get that set up. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Vitamix. Listen, doesn't matter, okay? You don't have to have a Vitamix in order to make amazing sauces. Before I got the Vitamix, I was making amazing sauces, amazing smoothies, juices, whatever you want to make within it. So don't get, caught up in all the hype and things like that. It's all good, all right? Whatever you have, use what you have. Even if you have a hand blender, even better, because then what you can do is you can keep everything in the pot and then you just kind of blend it. That would be even better, a lot better, okay? So, yeah, so we're gonna have that ready. So I just plugged in mine. So get all of your blenders plugged in and everything and ready to go. I want to add a little something as well because me and greens, okay? So what we are going to do, I want us to chop off broccoli. It's okay if you don't want to. If you don't want to add any extra greens, that's fine. We can just have a basic mac and cheese. It's all good. But I love broccoli and cheese. Super, super good. Even with regular cheese, so good. Oh my goodness. So we're gonna add in a little bit of broccoli florets, okay, into our mac and cheese today. So let's get that going. We're gonna chop that up. And what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna add that into our pasta. So then we are boiling everything together, okay? Simple, easy cooking. I'm all about, keeping it simple, stupid. 1 pot cooking, 2 if you have to kind of thing. But keep things very, very simple and easy for yourself, okay? All right. You can even add in some zucchini. You can add in some peppers, like bell peppers. That's yummy too. Loves broccoli. All right, let's get that going. I'm so excited. I love food. Okay, so we're gonna add all of that, our florets, into the pot with our pasta. And I'm gonna let that boil slightly. Okay, so let's take a look here. See it? There it goes, alrighty? And again, we didn't do a lot. You can definitely add way more if you are a broccoli fan. I love broccoli. I know a lot of people that love broccoli. Add more, feel free, okay? Actually, maybe we should add a little bit more. Why not? Let's keep it lean by eating green. I make myself laugh sometimes. Okay, that's funny. All right, so we're gonna add that in. Gonna do a few more here. All right, pretty full. Okay. Beautiful. And we're just gonna test here. Test our pasta. Oh yeah. Definitely ready to go. Okay. So everybody take out your trusty strainers, whatever that may look like. Okay? And we are just gonna strain our pasta right now, okay? Once you strain it, cold water, so then it stops it from cooking. Okay? Let's get that going. Okay, beautiful. So that is straining. Okay, now as that's straining, we're gonna get our other ingredients ready, okay? So nutritional yeast, okay? I love nutritional yeast. They're great for making like Caesar salads, especially like vegan Caesar salads. They're great for seasoning anything really. Sometimes I do like a nutritional yeast, kind of like a crumb over my fish or over my chicken rather than using breadcrumbs. So it kind of gives it that same like browning covering over it. So I love to use it, and the smell, it's so great as well. So you can use, we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of the nutritional yeast, okay, which I measured out. And it looks like this. We're looking for the nutritional yeast flakes, okay? And you can see it has like a crunchy kind of texture to it as well. Okay, so 2 tablespoons. So we're gonna do that and then put that aside. Also, lemon juice. We want 1 tablespoon of lemon juice here, okay? That's what we're looking for. Let's wash off this knife. And everything will be smelling like an onion and tasting like an onion. All right. So we're gonna do 1 tablespoon, okay, of the onion. Sorry, of the lemon. And we're gonna do, we'll just squeeze over fresh lemon juice, okay? And then we have, like I said, if you didn't use the whole garlic, okay, the actual garlic itself, then this is the time to actually take out your garlic powder, get your paprika ready right now, and your cayenne. If you don't like any of these things, leave it out. It's not a big deal. I'm not a huge fan, but I love it in terms of taste and textures, okay? So I do use a little bit. And we're just adding pinches to it anyway, so it's all good. If you do want it a little bit more spicy, you can add in more cayenne or more paprika, or hot sauce. I know some of you love your hot sauce, not me, but it's all good, okay? You can do that as well. So get your hot sauce ready. And raw cashews. Okay. Raw cashews are actually great. It's a great thickener, I find. Anytime we're using vegan foods or like making, doing even vegan baking or anything like that, it's great to actually help to thicken any sauces, okay? So that's where a lot of, that's where we use a lot of like nuts in vegan cooking, and cashews is one of them, okay? As well as walnuts, almonds, all of that stuff, all the good stuff. If you don't have a high-powered blender that may not break down nuts properly, what I suggest is also you can soak your nuts, all right? Soaking nuts. Anyways, I always soak my nuts. The reason why is I just find it brings out a lot more flavors, and also it releases a lot of the gases too. And look, it almost like it cleans it too, right? So you can see a lot of stuff coming off of the nuts. So I love to soak mine and to wash it off anyways. You don't have to, okay? And so what we're gonna do, we're using 1/2 cup, okay, of raw cashews. Right now, I just really used unsalted roasted cashews, okay? So you get that ready as well. And we are gonna get coconut milk. Coconut milk. We want 1/4 cup of coconut milk, okay? Not too much. You don't want it having a coconutty taste to it. And that's where actually the pairing with the cashews will help to thicken our sauce, okay? Which will help to thicken the coconut milk. And by adding in, of course, our onion, our garlic, our potatoes, the lemon juice, the nutritional yeast, then you're gonna get more of that seasoned. You're gonna get the flavors, okay, through all of the seasoning with our spices and our herbs. And we're gonna add in a little bit of other things to it, all right, and just get it on the next level. And I'll show you. We're adding some nice Caribbean herbs and spices and stuff, okay? So let's check our points, Miss Points, and let's see how it's going. Ooh, I think we are ready to go. So check your pots, everybody. Now, I don't want anybody to strain their pot, okay? Please do not strain your small pot. What we're gonna do, I want you to get your ladles ready. So, or your kind of like your sieve kind of thing. So I'm using one of these with the holes in it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to just add it into my blender, okay? So, I want everybody to see this. Alrighty. Okay. So we are going to add into here, okay? Into the blender. Can everybody see that? Whoop. Okay, good. So just put that, get all of that in there. all the goodness. It smells so yummy. It's hot, but it smells so yummy. Okay, so we have that ready to go in our pot. Okay, so if you haven't, keep going. Okay, we're gonna get in all the rest of the good stuff in here. Ooh, I feel like I'm getting a facial. All right. Now, this water that we have left back from boiling our vegetables, beautiful. We don't want to throw it out, okay? We actually want to use this water, and it's going to help to smoothen out our sauce, to make our sauce, okay? Because it already has the flavors in it, so we just want to add that in, okay? So we're going to use 3/4 cup of this water. So let's get that going. We're going to get our trusty ladles. I like to use soup ladles. I'm going to set them up in the pot. Okay, ladle, ladle, ladle. All right, and we're gonna add this in here. And there we go. Okay, so we're gonna add that. Now add it into your blender. Shut that off. Keep the water to the side because you may need to use it again, okay? So don't throw anything out. And so we added that. Let's turn on our blender here. Now we're gonna add in all the rest of our ingredients as well. So nutritional yeast, in you go. We're gonna add in our cashews. Make sure you strain the cashews, okay? So let's add that in. Strain it, strain the water out. Add in our cashews there. Now about 1 tablespoon of freshly squeezed lemon juice. So we're just gonna squeeze that bad boy right in there. There you go. One of my favorite herbs to use, thyme. I love thyme, okay? It's funny, we always talk about thyme. Oh, we don't have enough time in the world and this and that. You know, time is of the essence. We always speak about that. With time comes patience. It teaches you a lot of patience. Oh boy. One of my favorite herbs. And that's probably the reason why it's one of my favorite, right? So we're gonna add in some thyme. Everything takes time. Ooh, that's a good one. And we're just doing slight pinches. Beautiful. We are gonna add in our coconut milk. Booyah. Get that going in. And I think we are ready to go with everything. Alrighty, so we already have in our vegetables, okay? I love this. We have in our vegetables, we have our coconut milk, we have our cashews, we have in our thyme. Garlic powder. If you have your garlic powder, please put that in now. And you can use anywhere between 1/4 teaspoon if you want, okay? Or even add in some more. If you have any cayenne pepper or anything like that, you can add that in now. Maybe we'll add in a little bit. Okay. And I'm actually going to use some crushed cayenne pepper here. I'm going to add in a pinch. You can use the powder, okay, whichever one. Again, gives it a great flavor. Alrighty, and some sea salt. You can add in sea salt. If there's any other herbs and spices that you love, turmeric, Put in a dash. Why not? Okay, it's not gonna hurt. Oregano, basil, by all means. It can be dried, it can be fresh. I love using fresh herbs as well. Add it all in. Let's get it mingled, okay? It's like a party up in here. Actually, you know what? Let's add in some basil and oregano. Why not? And again, just a little bit, little dash. So this is the best part. You get to flavor your sauce as needed, as you want. If you just want black pepper and salt, that's a-okay too. Just remember something. Herbs and spices heal the gut. It keeps the colon rolling. All right, put your lid on. Let's get blending. All right, can everybody see that? So we are going to blend, blend, blend. There we go. And now we may need to add more of that water in, and that's okay, okay? We'll just see the thickness, the texture of it. Look at that. Yum, yum, yummers. So good. All right, let's look at it. Let's have a taste. That's the other thing. Taste your foods. Make sure you always taste your foods, okay? Because how else will you know if it tastes like crap or not, right? No, you can always make it better. Holy, this thing really, it smells like cheese. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. This is really good. Okay. I want to add in more salt. Wow. Woo! That tastes really, really good. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm super excited for this. Now, get your plates ready or your bowls ready, okay? So I'm gonna take out my plate. And we are going to plate our foods. Awesome. Who's ready to eat with me? I'm super excited. Is everybody gonna join me at my table? Are we back? Okay, sorry, I know the connection has been horrible. I know, Zach, I can't wait to bring some to meditation tonight. I'm super excited. I love you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, let's get our noodles on the plate. Okay, so we're just gonna head over here. Okay, we got our noodles on the plate with the broccoli. Look at how good that looks. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I can't wait. Wow, this is going to be a lot of food. A lot of food. Okay. Food's so good. Okay, so let's get that. Hi, Amanda. Oh, it's okay, girl. Don't worry. Next week, I would love you in the kitchen with me, too. Look at this. Oh, super duper good. Oh, sucka now. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. Okay, to everybody that has been in the kitchen with me making this and we're just sweating and it's hot and everything. Oh, bottoms up, man. Let's get this going. Also, just to mention, if you don't like your mac and cheese wet like this, by all means, bake the bad boy, okay? All you need to do is put it in the oven. Whoop, sorry. There we go. Are you back? Okay. Put it in the oven, 350 degrees. Damn. Put it in the oven, 350 degrees for 15 minutes, okay? So you can have like baked mac and cheese, or you can just have it like this, have it all wet. I kind of like mine wet. If you want a more orangey look to it as well, add more carrots. So this is our first time doing this, and it's again amazing. It's so good. So now we know for next time, you can definitely add in the sweet potato. Again, it'll give it a little bit more of that sweet kick and add a little bit more of the orange. But I think this is absolutely great. Kids can't even tell the difference. Great lunch for children. Great lunch for yourself. Nutritious and delicious. Until next time, you are cooking with Keish in the kitchen. For any in-home cooking, all your in-home cooking needs, let me know. Any one-on-one nutritional consultations, feel free to DM me, feel free to PM me. I do all that as well. If you're hosting any parties or anything like that, any social events, holla at your girl. You can contact me, www.keishaluke.com. Make sure you like the page in order to get notified, all right? Like the page in order to get notified. Where can I find your recipes? Awesome. You know what? Amanda, just do it as, actually, when we come off of here, if you go on this page, so Keisha Luke Nutrition and Catering, all the recipes, actually, I'm going to start to, I'll also start to physically post them, but just follow the videos as well, right? You can do just the online videos as well and then get everything. But yeah, I can definitely start to post them. Feel free to DM me or PM me or anything like that. So I hope everybody has enjoyed today. I'm going to get my eat on. So until next week, actually until Thursday, our nutrition education, make sure you come out on Thursday, okay? Thursday at 12 o'clock. We are going to talk about lymph, our lymph system and dry brushing. Very, very, very important, okay? So until Thursday, stay blessed, stay love, abundance. I love you all. I send everybody love. Mwah. Keep the colon rolling, y'all. Bye.